The first thing you're gonna need for this DIY is some wood. I got mine from Home Depot. This is the one I bought, 1x2 by 8. I tried to get the pieces of wood that had that live edge look to it. I thought that might look cool. So these are the 4 pieces that I ended up choosing. Don't mind that wonky looking one that's gonna get cut off. The first thing I did with those was sand it down a bit, and I tried not to sand down on the live edge part too much because I wanted that part to show. These are the artificial panels that I bought. It came with 12 in the box and they were 16 by 24 inches each, and I got these off of Amazon. They came with some zip ties and some extra pieces in case some fall off. So these were originally for a different project. I was creating an arc on the wall, like a plant arc kind of thing, and it didn't really turn out well. It came out okay, but anyway, that's what it was for. The first thing we're doing is just laying them out, and then we're gonna zip tie them together so it'll be easier to put them on the wall. There was no real method to zip tying them together. We just sort of did it so they were attached. We zip tied them row by row, and then we zip tied the rows together. As you can see, this was the arc we created, and thankfully I saved all the extra pieces just in case I wanted to create a new project, which is what I did. This is how it looks with all of them put back together. They're not zip tied together fully right now, but they're there. This is me sort of like laying out my frame and picking which sides I wanted each piece of wood to go on based on like where the live edge was. I just want y'all to know that I am not a professional frame builder. The way I made this frame, I followed a tutorial on YouTube, and that's what helped me create this frame. So if you know a better way, do it that way. So I laid one piece on top of the other, and I drew a line right there. Then I put the other piece on top of the other one, made sure it was straight, and then I drew a line right there. Here's another angle. Then I got a ruler and matched the ruler up with the corner of the wood and the end of the line. And then I drew a line the best I could. Then I did the same thing for the other piece of wood. Then I put a little X on each piece of wood so I know which side I need to saw off. Then I got my handy dandy circular saw and sawed off that side the best I could.
Now it's time to move on. I am finished, son. Better not perfect than not done.
After sawing off those 2 pieces, I got some wood glue and attached the pieces together. Next thing I did was pre-drill a hole in between the 2 pieces and then screw them together with a 2-inch screw. And I repeated the same steps for all the corners. So now that my frame was created, it's time to stain it. This is the stain that I bought, and I used some staining pads from Home Depot. At first, I noticed the stain was not like staining the wood. It was like very thin. And then I got a bright idea. Maybe I should mix the stain. That worked, obviously. Once the paint dried, I screwed the frame onto the wall. My camera ended up dying and all I had was vertical videos, so here y'all go. I ended up stapling the panels to the wall inside the frame. I got these artificial succulents off of Amazon. It came with about 22 of them in each box, and I believe I got about 4 or 5 boxes. Now I'm just arranging them on the plant wall. Those green leaves were from a different project, and I just threw them in there just to make it look a little fuller. This is a close-up of the green leaves. Certain succulents did not want to stay attached to the panel, so I had to put another staple in the panel just to make it like fit in there snug, if that makes sense. I also wanted to show how I bend the stem in order for the succulent to like attach itself to the panel. Get it? This is the final result. You can honestly get as creative as you want with this. There's so many different patterns you can go for, and it's super easy to rearrange. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching.